This week's information is coming to you from the leadership team, Father Cesar and myself this week. We appreciate all the hard work that everyone is putting into ensuring the safe return of our students to Christ the Teacher. Thank you to those individuals on our leadership team who have devoted time each week to ensure that we are analyzing, relooking, rethinking, and challenging ourselves as we move forward to the new school year.
Hello, Christ the Teacher Catholic School community. We are still anxiously awaiting the official word from the health department about whether or not our school will be able to open up brick and mortar learning. In the meantime, we at CTCS have been working as a team to continue to develop strategies to ensure that high quality education takes place this coming school year, regardless of any circumstances that might impact how instruction is delivered and learning takes place. We recognize that individual families and students have differing needs and concerns. In an effort to accommodate these needs and concerns, we will be offering an in-person learning model, assuming that we are allowed to do so, and an online learning model. The instruction and work for each modality will be the same. On Monday, August 10th, CTCS will be sending out a form to families asking which model their student will be choosing. The choice of in-person or online learning will be on a quarter-by-quarter basis, and students will be held to that decision for the whole quarter. The exception to this would be if some students or the school as a whole are sent home either temporarily or long-term due to the COVID-19 situation. In this case, all students who are at home will switch to the online model. We are aware that this can be a daunting choice, and we encourage you to prayerfully discuss and consider your options as a family. We will strive to do our best to support you in that choice that your family feels will work best for your particular situation. If we do not hear back from you regarding your family's choice by Friday, August 14th, your child will default to being in the brick and mortar learning option.
In accordance with health and safety guidelines, CTCS will be implementing social distancing measures. The first few weeks of school, CTCS students will be educated on the new guidelines and expectations for the school year. Teachers will do walkthroughs and find creative ways to help all students understand the importance of the new procedures. Our classrooms and classroom procedure for the coming year will look a little different. For example, there will only be 20 students per classroom. All students will be 6 feet apart, facing the same direction. There will be a limited number of extra furniture in the classrooms to allow for physical distancing and to minimize items needing to be cleaned. Outside learning, when weather permits, will be encouraged on the school's green space and courtyard. Masks or face shields will be worn by staff and students when in the classrooms. Windows will be opened when weather permits to allow for airflow. Student spaces will be cleaned prior to students leaving the area and before a new group of students uses the same space. Frequent hand washing will take place and be scheduled throughout the day, including but not limited to before and after eating, after recess, and entering the classroom.
We'll also be utilizing our green spaces at the school more often. For example, during classroom lunchtime, classroom learning times, physical education activities, and break times from wearing our masks.
CTCS affirm the important role that families play in God's plan for the development and formation of children. The United States Conference of Catholic Bishops has stated that the Church should support and act as an advocate for families. As a mission of the Church, we believe that Catholic schools also need to support families. This is reiterated in our school's mission statement and philosophy, which both state that the school partners with families and parents to best nurture the development of their children. We at CTCS are committed to continuing to support families in the education of their children during these challenging times. We are working to be flexible and to adapt our instructional practices as the information we are given and the circumstances we are facing change. We are providing the online and in-person option in order to best support the needs of your family and the learning of your children. Please continue to be on the lookout for additional information from the school.